Welcome back to part 2 of Lunch Bunch painting. If you were here on the first video, this is what we're doing. Painting of the Lunch Bunch. So I've spent now, expected to spend one day of doing this drawing part. And this is day 3. A lot more complicated than I thought it was, but I think we've got the gist of it. Connie's okay with it, and that's my go-to, and she tells me if anything's out of place. So if she's good with it, I'm good with it for the basics as far as the drawing goes. I've had a few problem areas. Well, like Bill talked, his face has very distinctive features, and I found it a little bit hard to put in pencil. I've done it in paint before, and it works out okay. So I'll wait till I get that in paint before I can say that I'm happy with that. I don't have a lot to work with when it comes to a small photograph like that. What I do is I'll blow those up and make little small ones that I can use to work with. But when you blow them up, you lose a lot of detail. You get the basics of them, but you lose your detail. So a lot of it you just have to work through and try to put down what you expect is there. I've got the one, let me see, this back here in the dark. Mr. Zahn is in the dark, and he's got dark glasses on, whether you can see that or not. He's got dark glasses on, he's in shadow. So he's going to be, it's going to be something else. It probably looks a little bit odd now, but by the time I get done with it, hopefully it'll be better. Also put a glass in front of his hand. His hand is in a really awkward position there. So I put that glass in front of that hand to try to throw that off. Most people won't pay any attention to it from the original. You will know it because you've seen this video that it wasn't there in the original, but it is now. I also put a cup down here. We had a big open area here, which every time I looked at it, I could see that area. So I put this cup in here, and by the time you put the shiny part where the light is reflecting the cup down here, like it is over here, that will kind of kill that area. So that should take care of that. Now the background, same thing. If this background becomes too prominent, if it stands out too much, I'll either fuzz that out along these edges, or I will darken that up, put it in a lot darker, like the light is shining here, it's not shining in the background. You have this area where the back door is, that's going to kind of glow in the background. I don't mind that so much, but it won't be so much that it'll take away from them. The other problem areas are hands. There's so many hands in this painting. Hands for me is very difficult. I have easier time with faces than I do hands. I think I've got most of them to where I can work with, where they cross over one another, they wrap around a glass. Sometimes you can't get the wrapping just correct, but that's something to work on too. The table will be a little bit awkward because of all the lines running in and the different shades of wood in order to make that show up. That should be a little bit awkward. So that's about it. I think I'm pretty much ready. I don't like the drawing part. I love the painting part. So I'll get part way through the painting. Maybe if I get a certain section, maybe I'll do the faces and hands first just to see. I'm not sure. But once I do, then we'll come back and revisit. So until next time.